All right, welcome back to Sports Final. This is the most recent Roy family portrait. This picture of Travis and his parents, Lee and Brenda, taken just recently in Atlanta. It's been more than 4 months since Travis was injured in his first collegiate hockey game, and almost a month since he was transferred to the Shepherd Spinal Center in Atlanta, where he has made remarkable progress. Lee Roy, his dad, now joins us from Atlanta. And Lee, thanks for being with us tonight. And it's great to hear all the good things that are coming out of there. What has the transfer to Atlanta meant for Travis and the family?
Well, I think the bottom line of it, Bob, is that Travis feels good about himself, and that, you know, when you get into the mind aspect of an injury like this, I think that's really the key, and he feels good about himself, and you know, that can only come from within, and we're just really pleased that we're seeing that turnaround in his, you know, demeanor, and just very, very pleased.
Great front page story in USA Today, and I think people just said, wow, isn't that a terrific picture? And it just kind of spoke volumes of the attitude that perhaps you're talking about. What kind of things is he able to do now that really has brought about his sense of humor, brought that back, and really brought about all the hope that you seem to have?
Well, I think getting out of bed was a big step forward when he had laid in bed for 109, 110 days before he finally got sitting upright. And the weather down here in Atlanta when we got down was just a beautiful weekend, and that's, you know, getting outdoors is something that just, you know, I mean, what'd you have, 4 inches of snow yesterday? I don't want to rub that in too much.
You just did, but that's all right.
But so those are the kind of things. The other is they have a beautiful pool here at Shepherd, and he's been in the pool a couple of times now, and he broke the news to me today that he's looking forward to doing some scuba diving in the pool. So, and just the peers that are here, that was something that at BU Medical we were really lacking. For people to talk with, you know, for Travis to talk with, that were his same age, experience the same thing. So he's been able to, you know, share with them and vice versa. So just a combination of things. And the other really, though, is the facility itself. Shepherd is state-of-the-art. They have got, I think it was 38 or 42 spinal cord victims here. And their staff is just that much more in tune with what's going on. They've got the latest in equipment, you know, so. And as Trav said to some of his friends on the phone the other night, he said, this really isn't like a hospital, you know, and it really isn't. The artwork that they've got, it's bright, it's cheery, and, you know, they've got a lot of money also that, you know, a facility like BU certainly is lacking. That, you know, it's not their fault, but certainly BU could use some financial help in bringing that F5 spinal unit up to par, I think.
Lee, how about the separation from his hockey teammates and from Jackie Parker, although I understand Jackie was down today and paid a visit?
Yeah, Jack flew in, picked him up just about 1:15 and dropped him off the airport about 8:30 tonight, and he and Travis spent some, well, the three of us went outdoors for a couple of hours. Jack brought down a tape that had been done by the entire team. Matt Wright, an excellent job of emceeing it in the locker room, and we laughed quite a bit about some of the quotes and get-wells from his fellow teammates. So it's been difficult to, you know, not have those guys around, but at the same time, it's a bittersweet situation that, you know, he'd, of course, like to be there in the locker room. He'd like to be on the ice. So being removed from it, I think, helps out in one sense that he can concentrate on getting himself better.
Talk a little bit about the next step. USA Today, the family portrait, the smiles, he's out, he's in the wheelchair, he's out of bed, yeah. He's doing, getting outside. What's the next step? When is the press conference? When are you going to have a chance to have Travis to talk to his friends and his people that care so much about him?
Yeah, we still haven't come up with the right words, whether it's a coming out party or a going public, but Ed Carpenter at Boston University, who's done such a great job with helping us, and from day one, Judy Stanton down at Shepherd, their PR person, meeting with her tomorrow. And our goal right now, if we can do it, we would like to think on Tuesday, which is going to be the 12th, I believe.
So a week from Tuesday.
Yeah, we'd like to think that we'll have a press conference at that time, and I don't know, at least the United States, maybe the world, will finally have a chance to meet Travis Roy, hear him speak. He certainly can do that, and he's looking forward to it. So hopefully that will be the day that will happen.
Now, Lee, will somebody go down there ahead of time and kind of follow him around like a pool cameraman and a pool reporter and kind of make that video available for the press conference the next day?
That's what our hopes are. Ed, again, Carpenter, that was his suggestion, because we think there's going to be a great deal of media coverage, and so we can't interrupt what goes on at Shepherd with all the rest of the patients, and as well as Travis, that he's got a full schedule every day. And so hopefully we're going to be able to line up a pool photographer, pool video guy, have them in a day or two early, shoot this stuff, and have it ready at the press conference. When it's over, then everybody can, you know, hear what Trav's got to say. We'll have, I'm sure, a question and answer period for a while, but not awfully long, because again, it'll be tough on Travis that he still is not, you know, awfully strong as far as what he can do.
Of course.
And then, you know, hopefully that will give the people out there that have shown so much care and concern and love a chance to finally meet Travis. And
the goal to have him home in April, am I hearing that?
Well, the discharge date that they've set is April 11th. That can, you know, go one way or another. It's nothing that's cast in concrete. We'd like to think the longer they keep him here, the better he's going to get. But at the same time, it's like all the patients, they'll reach a point where keeping them daily in the hospital isn't in their best interest. What we're going to do once we get discharged, it'll depend on the specific date, but
right.
Travis has a few things in mind that he'd like to do, and we'll just have to see how those fall in place.
Well, Lee, thanks for joining us and getting us up to date, and we'll look forward to a week from Tuesday, and if it all comes together, all cameras will be there rolling, and we'll be quite excited to hear what Travis has to say.
Well, I think, you know, that he's looking forward to it, and there are so many people that he's got on his mind, and how he's ever going to say thank you to all of them, Bob. You know, we've tried with thank you cards, and we can't keep up with it, so hopefully a lot of the people will have a chance to appreciate seeing Travis and hear him
All right,
speak.
Lee. Lee,
Good.
thanks a million. We're running out of satellite time.